Alright, what's going on, everybody? Rooster in Tennessee here. Got a couple of Texas Star 1-pills, modulators, whatever you want to call them. Modulator Plus and Modulator V Plus. This one has a Toshiba 2290 in it. 2SC 2290, legit Toshiba. And this one has a Motorola 3749, I think is the number. Runs really good. If you ever had any trouble with it and couldn't find the transistor, of course, you could always go back with a HG 2290 or something like that. But buttons are out of order on this one, aside from that button, which is the power button. These two over here don't work. So this one's going to be kind of a budget deal. Make somebody a good deal on it. And then this one, buttons haven't been used a lot. That light's finicky. You can hear the preamp works, but the light's kind of finicky on it. If you push it in hard, it works, but other than that, it works good. Like I said, the preamp works, just the lights. You have to push the button in, manually push it in hard to get the light to work. But we'll do an output test on both of these. Going to drive it with my Uniden. I'll show you what it's doing. 2-watt dead key, that's 50-watt slug, middle scale. Audio, almost 10 watts average. Audio, about 38 PEP. That's what we're going to put into it. We'll take this element out and put a 500-watt one in. There's our 500. Go ahead and put it in, and we've got the one on the left. We've got it hooked up here, and then we'll pause the video and we'll try this one out. I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone and do a video on both of these. Make sure we're wide open. We are. Average power first. That's a 500-watt slug. So we're keying about 30 out of it, it looks like. Audio. Swinging about 70 average. It's pretty hot. Go to PEP. Audio. Right at 150. Audio 145, 150, something like that. Middle scale. Test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3, audio, test 1 2 3, audio. So this one would be really good for a 4-pill or something to cruise it into, or a 8-pill 454. I think I actually used it to test a 8-pill 454, but good to drive into a 4-pill standard 2879. Or a 8-pill 454 do a real good job. And we'll show you what it does cut back to. Hello, halfway. About 90, 80. And then all the way down. Audio, nothing. Audio, let's go down to all the way down to 0. Audio, that's about 10 o'clock right there. Audio, test 1. This is still PEP. Peak power, audio, 50 watts. So it goes from about 145 all the way down to nothing. So pretty extreme variable in it. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video. This one's thoroughly tested. And we'll go over to the little ugly one over here. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, here we are back with the other one over here. Again, this one has a Toshiba 2290 in it, so that's where the majority of the value is in this thing. Obviously, these two buttons, non-functional, they won't stay into place. And that could be repaired if you wanted to put the money into it to get a new button set for it, but it does turn on, puts out power, so if that's all you want it for, then you'll have a nice little budget amp here. Okay, we'll show you what it's doing. So this is PEP, and this is the middle scale, peak power, audio, between 95 and 100 watts PEP. And then audio, 40 watts average. And the dead key is staying really low. Matter of fact, I'd be curious to see what it is dead keying, because we're putting 2 watts into it. So just out of curiosity, I want to see what it's making it key. Nothing. Audio. Showing about 30 watts average on the 50 watt scale, but it's keying less than we're putting into it. So as a modulator, it's doing a fantastic job. And for those that don't know, modulator, you hear people call everything a modulator sometimes. Sometimes that's just common slang for a small amp. Somebody's got it and they'll say, oh, it's just a little modulator. Well, what a modulator is really intended to do is to where you can keep your dead key low even after putting the little amp in line. So basically, this one's probably acting a little bit more like an amp, just a regular amp, because it's got that different transistor in it. It was dead keying about 25 or 30 watts with 2 watts going in. But as you can see, this one is actually dead keying less. So it helps you be able to maintain a certain level of swing. If that's your thing, you like to maintain some swing. A lot of times when you put an amp in line, it multiplies whatever dead key or carrier that you put into it. So like, let's say this radio is dead keying 2 watts. When you put an amp in line, you know, a small amp, it'll dead key 10 watts. What a modulator allows you to do is to keep your carrier low. I was about to shoot y'all the bird there, wasn't I? Allows you to keep your carrier low and still have a lot of forward swing. So this one has got that Motorola transistor in it. It's pretty hot. It's doing more than what you'll see most of these do. And it's not quite doing that. The dead key's coming up, you know, considerably. You're putting 2 watts in and getting 25 or 30 watts dead key out. This one, putting 2 watts in and getting less power out. Let's see. Yeah, so there it starts to take off. Now we know from past videos that this is about 3 watts coming out of this radio. So 3 watts in, 3 watts out. That seems to be the threshold where it starts showing some carrier coming out. Anyway, I'll sell both of these to somebody if you're interested, or I'll sell them individually. It doesn't make any difference to me. Just let me know. Shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.